It's going to be another busy Friday night of competition here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Hard to believe, but we're starting the month of August and already halfway through summer. Kyle Rickey joined by Bonssa Tufa and Bonssa, the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, back here at the Speedway this Friday for the second of their 3 visits in 2021. And a lot of folks still talking about that finish last week in Lancaster, New York.
It was an exciting finish, Kyle. Justin Bonssa and Patrick Emmerling going at it for the last few laps. In the end, Emmerling coming out on top, so he's our most recent winner in the Modified Tour, and he's our most recent winner at Stafford in the Modified Tour after winning the Spring Sizzler early this year. So he's got some momentum coming his way. He's tightened up the points battle a little bit over Bonsignor, so we'll see how that goes on Friday. A lot of drivers have talked about the difficulty of winning a Modified Tour race at Stafford, and one of our hometown drivers, Ryan Preece, he talked about the difficulty of winning here.
It's not easy. I mean, just ask Justin Bonsignor, right? So it's definitely pretty cool, and I don't know where I am. I think I'm 11th on the win list here, so I got a couple more to get just to catch Richie Evans. So hopefully we can do it in the Open 80 and then the Modified Tour race next week.
And as for Justin Bonsignor, he is 0 for 39 in NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour starts here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Maybe he can break that streak here this week. A driver that has claimed to win here, Eric Goodale, and he talks about how much it means to win on this Connecticut half mile.
It's pretty cool, just the way that the facility is run and the history at the track. To win at a place like this is pretty special. I have a lot of laps here between open mods, some SKs back in the day, and on the tour mod. So when we finally won here, it felt pretty special.
Now, Goodale already has one win in the Whelen Modified Tour this season. He won the season opener at Martinsville. On the hometown side of things, Woody Pitkat is looking for his first win to Tour Stafford in a while. He was a former Spring Sizzler winner here. He talked about the pressure of winning at his home track.
You know, here at the Sizzler we were pretty decent, but at the end we got a flat. So, you just try not to put extra pressure on you because you're from the hometown, and just go out there and try to do the best you can. Give your team the best feedback to have the best race car at the end of the night to be up there, to be in contention for the win.
Those are just a few of the favorites going into this week's NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour GAF Roofing 150 here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Again, the second event of the season. Of course, Patrick Emmerling, the most recent winner, claiming the Napa Spring Sizzler back in April. But that's just one of the 6 chapters that we're going to write here on Friday night. A lot of people still talking about that SK Modified race from a week ago.
You want to talk about an exclamation point to 2021 DS case. Tyler Hines and Steven Kopchik, the point leader coming into the event, getting together. Hines ending up going around. Kopchik ending up having to go into the pits with damage. A lot of tempers after that as well, but in the big picture of things, Todd Owen winning, Kopchik having a rough finish, that has completely changed the complexion of the points battle there, Kyle.
It has, with Todd Owen now leading the championship standings by just 8 points over Steven Kopchik, who fell back to second. And now Mike Christopher Jr., Mr. Consistency, closing that gap after 3 or 4 consecutive podium finishes in a row. That 82 team very consistent right now. It's
unreal to see, even with a car that he wasn't exactly happy with on Friday, for him to make it work and get the podium. A late move on Andrew Moeller in the last lap to get that 3rd spot back. That team just stays consistent. Kopchik has been consistent too. Even though he didn't have a great run because of the accident, he has been very fast over the past couple months. And last Friday, remember, he was involved in a turn 1 pileup, fell to the back, came all the way up to second, and then had the incident. So Kopchik has shown a lot of speed, and he might be the fastest car out there right now with Junior.
Top 3 in points, separated by just 12. Late models, and another new winner here at Stafford a week ago.
Oh, man, the trend continues. Zach Robinson, 2020 Street Stock champion, taking home the win in dominating fashion. He led most of that feature event. He's been getting better week after week. He had a really rough start to the year. Bad luck with finding himself in crashes and having damage. One week he had to make a lot of repairs to his car, but he finally found his way to victory lane. A nice little drift coming into victory lane as well, doing a little burnout around the mini mile. But good for Zach getting that first late model win. How about that top 3, Kyle?
All champions from a year ago right here at Stafford, with Andrew Duran finishing in the 2nd spot. He was the limited late model champion. Zach Robinson, the race winner. He was last year's street stock champion. And last year's late model champion and current point leader Adam Gray finished in 3rd. A cool moment, something that you usually don't see.
That does not happen very often, but it's just perfect where you have the two former champions in street stocks and limits decide, oh, we're going to go late model racing at the same exact time. And we didn't know how they were going to do before the year started. Obviously, they both had rough starts to the season, but man, they've really started putting it together over the last couple weeks.
Late models are in action Friday night, as are the SK Light Modifieds. Not a new winner last Friday, but a driver that collected his second win after having some issues in practice.
Yeah, Nick Anglais had an issue with his engine skipping. It turned out to be a bad distributor. Got it fixed. 2 wins, both in thrilling fashion. His first win was a photo finish against Alex Pearl. This one, a 3-way battle with him, Debus, and Tyler Berry. And a great run for Tyler Berry, the rookie, getting another podium finish, the second this year. A great race, a great battle. And Debus, with that second place run, he started 15th, was able to make his way through the field and avoid the one big pileup that happened during that race that collected both Brian Sullivan and Alex Pearl, 2 of his closest points competitors.
Derek Debus, the championship leader, by 28 points over Alex Pearl going into this week's competition. In the limited late models, one hard incident and a new winner in their 20-lap feature event.
Man, 6 different winners in the limiteds this year. Devin Jensick, the newest one, the 669th different winner at Stafford. Led most of the feature, too. 2 weeks ago, he was fixing the right side of his car after hitting the wall hard. Last week, a podium, and then this past Friday, gets the win. Good for Jensick and the 23 team. You mentioned the hard wreck. Rich Hammond, Jay Clement getting together off of turn 2. Both going head-on to the concrete, a huge impact. It's good to see them both be okay after that. Might be a little bit sore. I don't blame them. But the fact that they're able to walk away is a good thing, and hopefully we see those guys back on track soon.
Absolutely. Limited late models always put on a great show, as do the street stocks. A full field of them last week, over 27, took the green flag, and one driver finally got that monkey off his back after a couple of rough weeks here at Stafford.
Travis Hydar couldn't finish in the top 20 the previous 2 weeks because of an accident and because of a leak in his car. Started in 5th, made a 3-wide move on one of the restarts early in the race to take the lead, and never looked back. Held off Frank Latoile at the end there to get the victory. Win number 2 of the year for Hydar. Much needed. He got that 4-leaf clover, got the good luck going his way, hoping to continue that forward. And it didn't come easy for him because he had issues with his rear end after practice. So one of his buddies had to go all the way back to Woodbury, Connecticut, which is a long drive, get a new rear end, and come back to the track and put that in the car just in time for the feature. I guess it paid off.
It paid off in a big way for Travis Hydar, picking up that second win of the season last Friday night. All those divisions in action here this Friday night. Will we have a 670th different winner here at Stafford Motor Speedway? And will it finally be Justin Bonsignor? Time will tell. Hope you can join us here this Friday night for the GAF Roofing 150 for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour and all 5 of Stafford's weekly divisions. Action gets underway right around 6 o'clock. And if you can't be here in person, join us on Flow Racing.